Alright, so, another Gaskin story. This one about when I was as old as you and you put together.
Okay.
14?
16.
16.
Wait,
I'm 6,
yeah,
you're
16.
10.
I forgot I was 10.
Good job, first grader. Alright. So, we were living in Ramona, California, and we would go through phases with food fetishes, I don't know if that's the right word, food cravings, where we would make, for example, we'd go through this phase where we'd make toast with cinnamon sugar on it, and we'd eat that for a month solid, and then we'd get over it. And then we'd have a phase where we'd just eat nothing but salads with like oranges in it, and that was a good month's worth of food. We went through a phase with beef jerky where we'd make our own beef jerky. That was pretty tasty. And then there was a phase where we would make fried potato thingies, where we'd dice up a potato into, inch cubes, and then we'd toss them in boiling oil and fry them up, and then eat them with ketchup. So,
Gross.
that is one nasty face. Okay, so I was 16 and I was making the fried potato thingies, and and so I had a pot of boiling oil on the stove, and I turned around to go get the potatoes to stick them in the oil, but before I could stick them in the oil, I heard a and the oil had caught on fire, and so I have a pot of boiling oil on fire on the stove, just going and my brilliant 16-year-old unexperienced mind didn't think very straight. The first thing I did was shove the pot under the cold water, the faucet. Well, for those of us that have a brain and have been to, fourth grade chemistry, we know that oil and water don't mix, especially boiling oil and freezing cold water. So what happened next was a miracle. There was a mighty explosion. Kaboom! As soon as the water hit the oil, kaboom! It wasn't even like a slow one like I'm doing. It was just like a firecracker, but bigger. And there was oil, boiling oil, boom, all over the kitchen, just everywhere, and the most acrid smelling smoke ever coming from everywhere. And miracle of miracles, none of it got on this beautiful mug. Not one bit. It was amazing. No burns, but boy, there was oil everywhere, and the kitchen smelled like burning, putrid oil for about a month. And it took about that long to clean up as well. It's pretty exciting. That's my my Gaskin story.
The boiling oil story?
The exploding pot. Maybe. Or the fried potato explosion. Something like that.
No, the oil explosion.
Kaboom. Okay,
Yeah,
the end.
kaboom.
Okay.